Hello, I am known as Analysis. I am a spoken word poet, radical left minister, and bookseller living on what is Susquehannock and Piscataway land, otherwise known as the Central Maryland area in the United States. I live in Baltimore, Maryland. And I want to share with you some reflections that I wrote earlier today on November 25th, 2021, a day commonly known as Thanksgiving Day. And I think that you will find them interesting and hopefully challenging as we move through this day and beyond. I am poignantly reminded in this moment, as I sit here tearing up at seeing a very generous gift my uncle in Brooklyn, New York, first cousin once removed, my mother's first cousin, gave me last night by purchasing my album for way more than asking price. How timely, as I endeavor to make my way through another celebration of this holiday built on misleading mythology and the whitewashing of genocide and further oppression against indigenous peoples. My uncle's gift serves as representation of all we love about today, about our thankfulness for family and other loved ones who have sustained us and gone above and beyond for us. Mine have done more for me than they ever should have had to, and for that I am humbled and ever grateful. They are the incarnation of the Creator's love in that respect. Yet, in a few hours, I will gather with some of them for dinner, and, while being glad to see them and be with them, probably be forced to suffer once more the lack of sufficient critical analysis, blind patriotism, miseducation of the children, and dearth of any plans of action in solidarity with indigenous peoples that exist in much of my family, and will rear its head even in subtle ways, and sometimes less subtle. Thus is the tension I carry around certain holiday family gatherings. I think they know by now not to even approach me about the 4th of July. And yes, we as black families are mired in this all too deeply. Our families, too, need to emancipate our minds from mental slavery, to paraphrase Marcus Garvey. Let's be more active in the coming year regarding working with indigenous peoples in the Americas and worldwide toward liberation from oppression. And y'all know I'm a bookseller, so please get with me for legit reading on these matters, including for children and young adults. But you adults, too. Don't play games and try to excuse yourselves, ourselves. Love and blessings to you and yours that you will be with this day. Those that you can't be with for reasons geographic, medical, interpersonal, economic, or carceral, and those who have already crossed over to that great cloud of witnesses. Let's strive to let them witness better, saying to self included. Again, I am known as Analysis, and I leave you with those thoughts and blessings on this day. As a PS, the album that I mentioned is called A Couple Thousand Years Later. You can find that for download on Bandcamp, and I hope you do. There is a piece on there that directly relates to indigenous issues. It's called Sportscast. I think you will find it very interesting and challenging. Again, the album is called A Couple Thousand Years Later, and you can find it on Bandcamp. Blessings to you and yours this day and beyond.